hold it up there on it, and that's back when I used to weed eat it, and I just started back weed eating instead of trying to push more.
This one has a 20-inch cut. It might not have been the smallest one. I might be wrong about that. But it was the one that had the old style, you know, carburetor in the tank. Let me put it that way. It had that type on it, and that one you're talking about did too. I never did get it running. I never did try to, I don't think. But the one run pretty good there, but it vibrated a lot, and I think it's a 20-inch cut. It's still sitting out there in the shed. So is there, and I give Willie an old sniper I had that the boss had given me that year. I gave it to him this year, and he tinkered with it and got it running. But he said he thought it was going to be real good, but after he used it a little while, he said did use it. Used it a little bit too, but that was a riding mode. But that was the way that was that I ran from you. It ran pretty good and didn't look like it was going to use oil. And heck, before the season was over, it was using oil left and right. You got to where it needed to work, so I didn't feel like, you need to do nothing to it. It was a choice of either getting another mower or getting another motor. We had a pretty good deck that Joyce liked, and we split the money on the cost of one of them little old Chinese motors.
Well, I was going to ask you, you get them, I seen them over at Harbor Freight one day. Maybe it's a 5-horse or something, that's $100. They're $90-something. Time you pay the tax on it, you'll be a little slightly over. It's just a little bit over time you get all the taxes paid on it. But yeah, you can get a good motor out of it too. That's unless it makes me change my mind about it. We've been using it ever since we started cutting around places I can't get with the riders. It's been running great. Cranks good every time, and she ain't fussing with it, so I guess it's working pretty good. 10-4, that's good. Well, Sam, Mary Holler's breakfast time, so excuse me, we're going to say good morning. Appreciate the holler there, and tell Miss Joyce said hello, and we'll get poor Joe if she gets to work pretty regular, 4 days a week or 5 or whatever.
Well, it's rarely ever 5. One week here a while back, she did work 5, but it wasn't all day each day. She went in on most times she goes in on Tuesday. Sometimes I have her come in on Monday. It's usually about 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. That way, it's just whatever they got. You can't hardly ever tell week to week, what it's going to be there. It might be 2.5